The Holy Grail. It's real.
Just doing a little Asian session trading. I put the flow stack chart together with my other chart from last week into one big mega chart. Got the flow stack painting the candles still, and then the background is being painted by the cumulative delta used as an input in the trend and reversal indicator. I've got my imbalance signals, my washout signals. We just had a nice washout signal back here, bunch of divergence building up. Cumulative delta background went bearish. Triple hike and ashy went bearish. I've got the MNQ, the NQ, and the ES on this chart using the flow stack indicator. So I've got delta for the MNQ, the NQ, and the ES. And I have my grid up here showing me the last few candles. So just getting super focused. Got my 1 minute chart, my 5 minute chart, and my 60-minute chart. It's 9:15, getting ready for the New York Open. We had some 8:30 news. This is the 8:30 news candle here. Looks like we did a whole bunch of nothing there. We just came up to the 20 SMA on the 60-minute. Just dropped down over 20 points there. We had this short dump at the close yesterday. That continued in overnight. Gotten a little bit of a pullback here. See what happens at the Open. Got my hot chocolate with some green tea matcha powder in it. Can't say it tastes the best, but it makes me feel good. And then the second cup of hot chocolate, definitely just straight hot chocolate. The third cup, definitely straight hot chocolate. In other news, I got the supposed fix for the flow stack bug. So I'm gonna load that up, test it out, try and get that released later today as long as it's working. I also got the final approved version of this special mystery indicator. So I'll work on the overview video for that. Try to get that one out pretty soon as well. Dear Lord, that opening trade I took was brutal. I hit short up here a whole number. I think I got filled at like 85 or something. Hopped out around the midnight level. Should have held on. Could have got plenty of points there. Big imbalance signal, negative percentage, negative delta across the board. We bounced up off of VWAP right at the open. I was hoping we were going to bounce up because I was definitely interested in shorting it. I got to move my arrows around so it doesn't get in the way of this text, but I've also got this handy dandy little grid up here, so if I can't see any of the numbers here, I can look up here, see the numbers up in the grid as well. You can see all these delta numbers coming in live in real time for the MNQ, NQ, and ES. The only reason that I have the MNQ delta on here is because the main chart is the MNQ, because I want to trade the micros. If I had a regular NQ chart, I'd just be measuring the NQ and the ES. I wouldn't worry about measuring the delta for the MNQ. Grabbed another 4 points or so. We blew through the S1 pivot. I was looking for a pullback back up to S1 pivot. Got in around whole number. Trying to do trades on this chart with the flow stack with 3 instruments. It was lagging a little bit. So I've moved my chart trader over to this chart, turned the chart trader off. When I just had the flow stack going on its own little chart with no chart trader, it was working absolutely fine. But trying to throw it in the mix with a billion different indicators and trade the chart trader on it, it was definitely lagging a little bit. So something to keep in mind. Just looking at the higher time frames, it's a juicy level back here. Look at all these wicks. Clusters of key levels along the way, around 670, pretty much right where we came down to overnight session, so we might actually break that today. Got another decent level at 650, then 615 to 580. I had to spend some time messing around with my charts, so I haven't been looking at trades for a few minutes here. I've now got the regular NQ delta on a micro NQ chart, so I can trade the micros. Got the flow stack over here, not trading on this chart. I am looking at this S2 pivot here. Got a previous day VWAP close down here. Flow stack's keeping up fine when I'm not trading on the chart. Looking for this S2 bounce. Gonna head in a little bit early there. Here's our 10 points. We are at whole number, had previous day VWAP close right under it. Also had this previous day point of control on the MNQ right there. Came down there pretty much to the tick. Got a nice little 10-point bounce there. We had some divergence building up as we were coming down to this level as well. And you can see all the positive delta coming in across the board live in real time. It's keeping up fine. Getting a little pop up here. So I've got the candle color on the flow stack set to Heikin-Ashi, but you could also set it to delta thresholds. So if you want to measure when the delta is coming in hot across multiple different instruments, you can do that, and it will print the candle color. It will also print arrows. So you can see all that delta coming in live in real time. We're getting this nice move up now. I might miss out on some trades, but I think I need to make another cup of hot chocolate. We'll see. I kind of like the idea if we get up to the 20 SMA and 15-minute center, whole number, taking a short. So I actually just grabbed a short. We had a bunch of negative delta coming in across the board on all three instruments. Percentages went very bearish. Went for a nice 10-point short there. So with that, I think I will go make some more hot chocolate. All right, I'm back. I'm loaded. It's just about to turn 10 o'clock. Looks like I didn't miss too much. Just bouncing up and down 60 points here. 20 SMA is holding. Check out this candle. Big wick, point of control up into the wick. Wicking right off of the 20 SMA. Had an imbalance signal to the downside. That was a nice shorting opportunity. Right after we had a bunch of negative delta coming in. Heikin-Ashi turned bearish. Cumulative delta background turned bearish. Got a nice push down there. Still haven't touched this S2 pivot. I wonder when we do touch if it's just going to pop right through here. This is a pretty strong area, around 80. We got 60. Got a bunch of rejection down here in the 550s. And down here, around 530. We got a little bit of reaction off of this area, but then it just keeps trying to go lower. I haven't seen a good reason to get into any kind of bounce trade yet. Just because a signal appears does not mean I instantly take a trade. I'm always factoring in a lot of different things. The signals are starting to build up though. Finally took a little long there. I saw enough things that I liked on this chart to finally want to push the button for a little bit. Grabbed like 7 points. We had the washout signal back here, a bunch of imbalanced signals to the upside. We just keep wicking off of this S2 pivot area. The negative percentages were pretty low, just in the low 50s. Now we're getting a nice push up. You can see all this delta coming in live in real time. Another imbalanced signal to the upside. Getting a nice little pop there. This last 5-minute candle had point of control down into the wick. Had some single bar divergence here. After the close of this 5-minute candle, we've definitely popped up over 10 points. 20 points. See, we went bullish on the triple Heikin-Ashi and the cumulative delta. We just got a nice push. On this instance of the flow stack, I bumped up the font size to 13 or 15, I can't remember which, but the font size is a little bit bigger. You can make it as small or as big as you like. I was just in a short here. We had negative percentage building up, negative delta across the board. Point of control up at the tippy top here on this last 5-minute candle. I was up 7 or 8 points and I hit the market close button. I think it only filled me for like 2 points. It just kind of whipped around and then came right down, would have hit my full 10 points and then some. But I still made out green, so that's good. It's getting closer to 10:30. I still like it short as long as we stay below the 250 SMA. If I can find a good opportunity to get short. All right, we're getting that push up, coming up to one of my favorite key levels. 15-minute center, we got VWAP, got the S1 pivot. I think we're going to stay below the 250 SMA and head a little bit lower around 10:30, at least for a little bit. I just took a short up here at whole number, and it was also a previous day VWAP close. This blue dashed line here. This is from the ultimate VWAP indicator. Great key levels to have on your chart. I didn't hold for the full 10 points, but I got another 6 points. Got about 5 minutes to go until 10:30. Grabbed another short for 6 or 7 points. We just keep rejecting off of this previous day VWAP close. Got an imbalanced signal to the downside. I was looking for a pullback back to the 20 SMA. And finally, after many attempts, we're trying to break. We broke whole number, got hold up right at the 15-minute center in VWAP, and the S1 pivot just had a nice 10-point bounce down. We'll see if it's actually gonna break here. Just about a minute until 10:30. I might or might not take one more trade. See what happens. Just want to point out this classic example. Doesn't matter how much strong positive delta is coming up. If we are coming up right to a very strong cluster of key levels, we got VWAP, 15-minute center, pivot point. I'm not buying right into that. I want to see a decent close above this cluster of key levels, and then I don't want to have any other key levels in the way. I want to have enough room to get whatever kind of profit target that I'm looking for. So never just taking a trade based off of one particular signal or one particular element of data, trying to put together as many things as possible in my favor. So we got that drop off after 10:30 that I was looking for. Down here we had some divergence, imbalance signals building up. See the flow stack delta. We were bullish on the MNQ, the NQ, and the ES. Had a nice bullish percentage from my mystery indicator. Then we started to get a nice push up, bunch more delta coming in, some green on green action here. We've had a nice pushback all the way up to whole number, getting a rejection off a whole number again. This is a very bullish 5-minute candle back here too. Huge wick, point of control down into the wick. Even had some single bar divergence. We broke higher, popped up 30 points there. I mean, just even following these triple Heikin-Ashi trends that the flow stack's printing, when the MNQ, the NQ, and the ES go bearish or bullish on the Heikin-Ashi. It's painting these candles red when all three instruments are bullish or bearish on the Heikin-Ashi. We just got 3 nice triple Heikin-Ashi waves. Red, green, red. The flow stack, absolutely amazing. Gonna be done for the day. Up nice in all the accounts. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan at any of the prop firms, you are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for your support. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.